So in California, KTLA reported this. This is just hysterical. They reported this big breaking news that California gas prices are so high because of policies, not production value, not production costs. It's the policies. No shit, Sherlock. The fact that, look, I've lived in California now going on 14 years. When you see the prices in every other state dip except for California, and by the way, I've talked about this before. California is on a closed loop system. In other words, all the fuel here has to be made to a certain standard, and it has to be made in state to meet that standard. The reason it has to be made in state to meet that standard is because it's so ridiculous. States, refineries outside the state won't make the fuel. Um, so yeah, so that's part of the cost. They call it a closed loop refining system or whatever. That's part of the cost. But you also have the Air Resources Board, known as CARB in California, who just arbitrarily adds rules that cost more money. So a couple months ago, just before their election, they were about to pass a rule that would add, it was so ridiculous. It was all these new stringent, ridiculous policies on refineries. And everybody said, hey, this is going to make gas prices go up. The average person said this is going to make gas prices go up. It was just, there's no way it couldn't. It was going to cost these companies millions. Where are they going to get that money from? They're going to get it from the consumer. That's how it works. The state knows how it works. But let me tell you why politicians and bureaucrats suck. They passed the rule anyhow. Not only did they pass the rule anyhow, but 2 or 3 days afterwards, another state agency came out and said, oh yeah, this is probably going to raise the price of fuel like 50 cents a gallon. So flash forward, because California, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, California will do anything to stop making you use fuel, and they will price you out of using fuel. You got to remember, this is the state that has the 2035 standard that they're trying to say no petroleum fueled vehicles will be able to be purchased after 2035. They have this year, I'm not even kidding, they have outlawed the sale of gas powered lawnmowers and gardening equipment. Now, most of the landscapers out here are, pardon me, small businesses. They're small businesses.